Hello, hello. Well, starting with this recording session for this episode and going through the next couple, unfortunately, some kind of issue happened and the game audio got completely lost. And I only discovered this when I started editing. And so it didn't sound very good. Thankfully, I'm talking through a lot of the dialogue that they're saying, but there's at least some big scenes that, like when they're having their big drawing room discussions, it's supposed to be voice acted in game and it's not. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going back and just redubbing those sections. I'm also being much more aggressive with the edit to try to cut things down because there's a whole lot of silence. And then the last thing to cut down on the silence is I'm just going to use the game soundtrack as a sort of background thing throughout, because otherwise it's just way too dead silent with random bits of me talking in the middle. So, sorry about the technical issue there, and I'm going to try to fix it going forward. But yeah, the whole recording session from episode 10 through partway through 13, I'm going to have to try to fix things in post. So, hopefully it turns out well, but let's get started. So we're going to keep playing Séance of Blake Manor. A little bit of a recording break, so I'll have to refresh myself on exactly what's going on. But, let's see. I have found I've very, very much enjoyed this game. Oh, I see. 5 p.m. on day 2. That means we finally entered dusk. Because dusk didn't start until 5. I kept thinking it would start at 4, but no. We've gotten a lot of people's timetables at this point, and it occurred to me during the break that even though I'm still trying to get all of the people's information, I still have at least 2 people that I've just not interacted with at all, which is Mrs. McCloud and Miss Lau. And so I should make an effort to talk to them at this point. But we have a talk starting within, 10 minutes. I believe they close the doors at 10 after. So I do have a couple of minutes. Let me get myself out of this maze first. Made it back to the house. Something else that I am remembering was I discovered information about, the priest is trying to find some kind of catacombs, and apparently the entrance might be in the ladies' changing room, and then Miss McCloud and Miss Quinn, another person I've barely interacted with, are going to be meeting in the gents' changing room. So all these people must have found that secret passage. So we have so many things to follow up on. We have not tried the lucid dreaming yet. There's, as ever, a ton of research topics in the library. And things that we can progress basically immediately. So Dr. Callahan, we figured something out about him, although I remember it being weird to call it something like a confront. So, they put it by first name, not by last name. Still silly. So what was our confrontation about? Right. I mean, yeah, he wants to prove himself. What am I confronting about there? That was the thing that I think seemed most odd. The note she signed shows she's unable to write. Okay? Our first mental map for her. Apparently we're only going to be able to get into the staff section during the Sunday delivery during the 9 a.m. to noon. So it's going to be very difficult to get into the basement. But we found a note when we searched the priest's room. The priest, who is always armed, by the way, and seems to have sent the porter, Mr. Doyle, here as like a spy of some kind. But she's trying to speak with the priest. Right? Seems to be very shy. And scars from cooking? Quite a job of cooking, then. So Mr. Dupree, the voodoo practitioner, he wants... Oh, right, we discovered that he was being tempted by the spirits of the house to try to use Miss Dean as a host for his dead friend's body, but we seem to have talked him out of it, but we still need to act in some very specific way. Right. So he needs 3 people. He can do one, we can do the second, but we need to talk to somebody who believes in St. Bridget into doing a voodoo ritual with us. So that one, so I can discuss it with him and someone who I apparently haven't talked with at all yet, which actually is itself a clue. Probably one of... I keep assuming that they're sisters. Mrs. McCloud, and I think she was a widow too, but until I talk to her, her information doesn't pop up. Okay, what was I looking for? Talking about so many different things. Right, the bar, basically empty. What is she doing here? I also haven't had any chance to talk to her. So I have about 10 minutes before the drawing room stuff closes up. And she's not here. Outside the staff chambers, eh? What are you doing here? Still locked, right? So what are you doing? Right. The bridge game? We're trying to check on alibis. And as a guest, she might have something to say about that. So there's a bridge game. I was taking a walk in the gardens and then retired to my room. No alibi. She might know about soul jars? Not technically my field of expertise, but they're jars used to capture the essence of living beings. Not all of them, of course. Soul jars are part of funeral rites in the East, and no real-world effect, but I suspect here you're asking about the magical type. So she's tired, she's having the funky dreams. Maybe she can tell us what her specialty is? Does the headdress carry significance? It's a tara, the symbol of her faith and devotion as a Sunni Muslim. I'm thinking perhaps you do not get so many of us over here. You would be the first I met. Okay. Ask her about the necklace. Your necklace is unusual. It's made from pottery I have excavated. Oh. Pottery was not actually old or valuable, a modern pot covered in countless sandstorms. I wear it to remind me to stay in the present. There's beauty to be found here as much as in the past. Something I find myself struggling with these days. So why have you come to the Séance? It would have been cheaper to host it in Dublin or London, but the house itself is the draw. House and its inhabitants, I suppose they do not travel. He's probably referring to ghosts. I mean, would I just be asking her about her timetable? Let's finish off with hauntings. Have you seen anything strange? You see them too? They do like to wander, the dead, those of them who can. It's strange to note that ghosts carry their physical plights at death. You would think they would heal or something, but no. It's that. Okay. Nothing too special or specific. Okay, so let's see if our map... Really? Nothing unlocked here? Just... She's comfortable? Great. And I've not gotten to her room yet either. But I didn't think I saw charcoal smudged hands on my list of topics. It was in the profile. Or perhaps I've already asked and it just didn't, Nope, I've already asked, that's why. Cool. Okay, so the other leads we've got here. Miss Darcy needs an exorcism performed of her husband, and 2 actions in the mind map. Okay, perhaps we've got some hypotheses we need to form. Well, not in that one. Then what are you prompting me to look at? Research in the library. About Miss Dean's attendance. This special ring. It's a man's ring with a crucifix and rose. I think that crucifix and rose match Miss Darcy's. She has her pendant, crucifix and rose. And we already know that Miss Dean was having an affair with Miss Darcy's husband, and that's why Miss Darcy killed him, hence the haunting. But still, the attendance. What is the link? Would that have been her reason for attending? Absolutely not. She had that weird request. We haven't broken the code yet. But she had that... one of her hidden notes. Yeah, the invitation. I'm certain this is why she was... why she attended. But she has more hidden notes. So just search the manor. Okay. 506. I feel like unless I want to examine a bust or two, I should head over to the drawing room. Thus, one of the ladies I'm looking for is right here. Seems not to be. They're already in the drawing room. What else can I search? Not too much. I did investigate the mysterious luggage. Oh, into the lectern. The ball is tonight. Since we weren't expecting that, I doubt we have a suitable costume. Ciao, ciao. For those of you I've not yet had the pleasure of meeting, I'm Carmela Mantovani. I'm here to talk about ghosts and all we know of them. Yes. So grazie mille for attending. I'll speak with you about ghosts, spirits, phantoms. There's still much we don't know about ghosts, you must think, and this is true, yet there's plenty to speak on, so do not worry. We do know that not all dead linger, only those bound to a place, an object, a person stay. Why? This we do not know yet for certain. It's theorized that all spirits are bound, fettered by an emotional component. Death in a place, obsession with an object, love or anger to a person. By their nature, they are hard to define, and yet even in their elusiveness, we find them everywhere. By their many names, they are all across the world. There are many formations. Some echo the grief they left upon the world and are blind to the living. Another coffee. While others are vengeful and aggressive, haunting a person or place and causing everything from psychological to physical damage. Regardless, no single specter has been able to directly communicate. But tomorrow night, we intend to change this. Scene 2. Question time. So what stops them from speaking? Is it physical matter? No, it cannot be, as they interact with the world in other ways. Blowing papers off desks, snuffing candles, sometimes even striking people. Perhaps the limitation is in their lungs then. No, many wail and moan after all. Could it be they have nothing to say? I do not think so. Many a mystic, myself included, believe that spirits have given us a feeling of things they once said. There's a chance this is wishful thinking on our part. I believe so many have felt this that at least one person must be correct. Maybe they cannot speak for themselves. This we cannot rule out, and as to my conclusion, if our seance is to bear fruit. So why do I have such hopes for this seance? This I've been doing for a long time. When you invite a ghost to speak with you, there are always limits. The strength of the spirit, the skill of the medium, the thickness of the veil, all of these things can make it difficult for a ghost to manifest. We see their forms on occasion. We feel the echoes of their emotion, but these things do not require expense. They sustain themselves somehow. This we do not understand. It takes effort for a spirit to be more than echoes, to make a more conscious connection with the world of the living. This is an age of science, so let me speak in those terms. We think of ghosts as waveforms, spiritual waveforms, a soul rippling along past the death of its host, its shell. They're in a frequency we cannot easily see. In daytime, they're almost invisible to us. At night, easier to see. The less interference around, lights, other people, and so on, the easier still. If you have noticed animals behaving strangely, this is because they see different wavelengths to us, as with light. The atmosphere blocks the wavelength of light. The same is true for spiritual wavelengths, but at this time of year, the veil is at its thinnest. And then there's you, those gathered, people attuned to the mystical, coming together work as a net to catch the signal. No, net's not correct. My words let me down, but look, if you do not believe. Less mystical people. But then when we convinced the lady intent on murdering to attain magic powers, she has absolutely no magic and is not attuned to the mystic. But the device still went down. I'm told that crows are a symbol of your Irish death goddess. They're gathering, and at night the dead are roaming. I think they line up for the chance to speak to us. Chapter 4. Imparting a warning. We understand ghosts to be the disembodied souls of their old selves, sometimes less, or incomplete as to how they were before. So tomorrow, when the veil is at its thinnest, mind your words. These spirits were once people, they're intangible remains, and they will be just as driven as they ever were, if not more. Yep. So ghosts will increase tomorrow as well. No questions this time. Oh, but everyone's here to talk to this time. So, hello. Well, she wants an exorcism, and he wants to find a third person. What are we doing? What is the mystery here? Oh, what do I have to confront her about? I mean, I know that she wants to basically protect the land. Yeah, this is another one where, confront on my hypothesis, he wants to protect the land. That's okay. I will confront her about her noble desires. Discuss evidence or components. I see. What did she want? I know she's the protector, and she should have something to tell me about the Tuatha as well. I have faith in you. Okay, so what did she want me to do specifically? Evidently, that was not enough. Can you tell me about the Tuatha? The old gods, they're all around us. The hill, the rivers, the valleys. Just below the surface where the other place can sometimes be found. Like that. Like when I am angry with a god, I can go to their house and yell at them. He didn't tell us much. How about specifically the shadowy figure? Can you explain a large ghostly figure? They've gone and done it. I warned them that nothing good would come of this seance. It's not a ghost, that's for sure. They only come in the one size. All this messing has lured some of the fair folk here. Maybe awoken one of the Tuatha? Don't look at me. The old gods come from our plane to the other world, but sure, what kind of god can't walk among its people every now and then? So, she's telling me that they exist, basically? I believe she was at the bridge game, but she might be able to confirm the attendance of people. Fine thrashing we gave the posh beggars, too. Who was there? Myself and Rory against Marquess Blake and Mr. Coventry, much to their dismay. The other table was Miss Quinn and Mrs. Lau against Miss Darcy and poor Miss Barbosa, who thought it would be fun to play but was soon set right. Okay, I don't need to ask her about the Fae. She should have something to say. I think this was given to her. No, I think she stole this from Quinn. But this person would know the most about it. Familiar with this book? I'm not, and I don't want to be. Whatever those sigils open or close, I want no part. Is that what they say? Yes. Opens, the other closes. Don't know what, but it's old, powerful, and not to be trifled with. Okay, let's take another look at that mystery, because the action she wants... She's trying to ward the well, but can't do it alone. She needs to find someone to help her. So that's what she's asking for. I thought she was asking me for help in doing the warding. But no, can I convince Mr. Callahan to do it? Or perhaps there's a more literal druid out here somewhere. Let's see, anything? I know the priest's activity will start at 6. So let's see if we can get our confrontation here done. Mr. Ward, what can I do for you? Your goal is to escape your aunt's shadow. Thing that I would say really shouldn't need proving. It probably seems ridiculous to you, Mr. Ward, being so focused on getting her to recognize me. No, my older brother, he always overshadowed me. I began to take risks at work. It was never to be seen, and in the end it cost me dearly. I understand very well, Doctor. Then maybe you can help. There has to be a way to prove to Fia that I am not a child anymore. I've learned her ways. I'm not as good at them as she is, yes, but I've gained new knowledge she does not have. I forged my own path, and I am her peer. Will protect the well? If not now, then when? Take my research. Maybe she'll listen to you. Maybe there's another way to convince her. I no longer see a way forward, but I haven't entirely given up hope. Okay. I can look at... Oh, I've got everybody's components here. So this is Fiad's page. If I look over at his, what's popping up? Find a way. So I've got both of the components, and okay, he's underappreciated. Well, I feel like I know of a way. keep an eye out for an opportunity. Hey, can I talk to you about protecting the well? Yeah, she's asked me to see if I can help protect. What? Help her with her work at the well. 100 things, but only one that matters: modernity. Séance is modern magic. You can't protect against it without modern tools. If only she would accept my help. So, right back to her. See if we can get this knocked out. Can you accept help from him? He thinks these could help you. Oh, Rory, how many times do I have to tell you? Try the modern methods all you like, but they'll never be as robust or as studied as the old ways. Quick fixes always come back to bite. So she's not simply... Now, what if I tell her that, hey, he was trying this? Or talk to her about him wanting to get out of the shadow. It's hard for him. It's been a long road, yes. He's been in my shadow. Even now, I worry that little shadow could disappear inside my own. He'll be a bit in his own head. Tries to think his way through when he should be feeling. That'll get you in just as much trouble as never stopping to think in the first place. He'll get there, he's just not there yet. Okay, this might make her mad, but I'm running out of topics. Seems he's been talking to Miss Dean. That wee scrut. I told him to stay away from her, writing to her behind my back, no less. She'd be the ruin of him. Mark my words, I won't let that happen. Now, that didn't give me anything new. She's worried about the aftermath, but how do I convince her to accept his help? Like, if I had the spirit photographed, you know what? I'm in evidence again instead of in everything. I always assume, like, the first one should be the everything, and then you go to filters. Okay. Tell me about being a protector. How do you protect the well and the water? I'm still figuring that bit out on the job. Then why don't you accept help? A sick lamb or a boy who needs the cure? The gods wouldn't give me a task I wasn't able for, right? Forget to get up, boy. How can I... Yes, he was giving painkillers to Mr. O'Meary, who has been trying to get close to the angels. Okay, what do you think about the well symbols? That's Aunt Fia's work. You should ask her about it. Thanks. Okay, what do you say about your components, then? This is your bag of spells? Not sure I'd refer to it as such, but it's not untrue. Please do what I cannot and help me convince my aunt that I'm ready to graduate. Okay, what can I do with them, then? These two are directly butting heads in a way that I don't see a solution to. You can't do it again, or can't do that alone, so perhaps those two really are not directly lining up with each other. Perhaps I have to get the druid to help. Like, she'll accept help from him. So there's more to be done to wrap up this mystery. So I probably still need an opportunity to prove that his stuff works. Okay, so we've got Miss Quinn, we've got Miss McCloud, and Miss Lau inside the couch. Okay, Miss McCloud, let's talk to some new people. I don't believe we know each other, do we? Have you just arrived? He has a heavy accent that I can't do justice. And I was expected to talk to her long ago. Only recently. Declan Ward, miss. Pleased to meet you. And I you, Mr. Ward. Were you meant to be here, or did something bring you suddenly? Oh, blast. That shouldn't matter. And now I've forgotten to say my name. Ivy McCloud. Staring at us. I'm sorry, you have me all flustered. I'm host to the second sight, you see. I know things, or at least I should. It feels as if, since coming here, I'm host to nothing anymore. I should have known you were going to be here, and be late, but it's just more proof that something is wrong. Okay. Tell me about your second sight. Joke, I knew you were going to ask that, but I feel blinded in a way since I've come here. I don't even know what I've lost yet. Passed down by blood through Scottish families. Not uncommon, very few people have the ability. Happens I'm the only one of my family to have it to any measure, and it came in very strong. gives a person foreknowledge, or just knowledge you couldn't possibly know. Get visions of things to come. Or I used to until I came here. Tell me about yourself in general. Well, if I'm to be proper, I'm Ivy McCloud, first and only daughter of the Lord Robert McCloud. Not the only child, though. I have 2 brothers. It's safe for my sins, but I love them. If Lord or my accent didn't give it away, I'm Scottish through and through. So I admit I've been spending more time in London as of late. Okay, I really could have been wrong about stuff before. Sorry, Miss McCloud. There's a great number of mystics there, you see, and people inclined towards such things, and I want to keep company with the sort. In that case, tell me about your morning. Oh, that one's Miss Louse. That's true. I don't see. This Mr. Ward for her late husband. I never met him. He died of malaria, and I did try to warn her. I saw it, you understand. We were too late, of course, and to listen to Victoria, the world lost a remarkable man because of it. Their bond. I don't know if I'm doing it right, you see, being there for her and all this. But I know I want to try. So they are at least friends. He's very innocent and childlike, eh? I don't see anything to be gained from most of the rest of this, unless I knew she had connections. So that's... Now that I've met her, what is your mystery? Basically, she's here for her friend. So, not much specifically to know about her. Scottish noblewoman who has the second sight. I guess we want to cure her broken second sight. Then... Oh no, that's Miss Erickson. Well, I'm just getting everything wrong in a bad way recently. Oh, that's true. She was the first one I interacted with, and I haven't in a while. So where is Miss Lem? I mean, if I'm just seeing the hair from the back, it's a little bit more forgivable. Okay, perhaps I should talk to Miss Quinn, then. You are definitely also interesting. Got some awesome scars. Striking brooch worn around the collar. Scars on hands and face. Let's see the hands one. Multiple scars as if she suffered several different accidents and injuries. I recall that her family seems to be cursed and she's one of the few left. And she has a pen in her pocket. Its varnish is worn around the grip. She uses it often and for long periods of time. So, and she's been spending all her time in the library, I understand. Wait, hold a moment. I'm just looking for something. Are you all right, miss? Fine, fine. Just looking for a book. I thought maybe I left it here when I last had it. Without it, damn it, I'm at a dead end. Perhaps she really needs that book. Could you tell me if you see it? It's a book on local land. I think I have. Records from late last century. It has to be around here somewhere unless another guest has taken it. No, I found it in somebody's room, so I didn't take it first. Here. Actually, I believe I might have the records you're looking for. Wait, look at that. You do indeed. Where was it? I don't remember which room I found it in, though. Miss Barbosa had it. How did she get it? Of course, I loaned it to her during tea and then forgot. Too many late nights researching. Speaking of which... Page 78, and that's what I was looking for. Thank you, sir. You've helped me a lot. I don't know why you would, but you have. Yay. Immediate friendship. I don't think I've seen you before the incident with the bird, unless I'm wrong. Rest assured, miss, we haven't met. My name's Declan Ward. I've only arrived recently. Just most of a day ago. Even then, I could still have missed you, if you hadn't come by the library, I mean. Entirely true. Anyhow, I'm pleased to meet you, Mr. Ward. My name is Quarantine Quinn. You can call me Quarantine, and I might now owe you a favor. But for now, thank you sincerely. And do please excuse me, I have work to do. If you happen to be a St. Bridget's Cross type person... And she's gone. Still, someone who owes us a favor might help clear up one of these other... So yeah, every time I just look at a random bookshelf or something, it feels like that's when it punishes me, because everyone takes a minute off the clock. And that takes away a conversation I could have had. Miss Barbosa, though, her mystery. Basically, it's finding the name of Miss Barbosa's father. Perhaps a second sight person or a medium could help with that. But that's a lead. But I don't think that's going to show up. Yeah, this is everything. Perhaps everything in relation to her. Where'd she go? Barbosa. Profiled, but the interesting thing was, in Miss Dean's room we saw a big wanted poster for her, and I'm surprised we can't talk to her about it. Yes, more questions. By the way, wanted poster. Nothing? Oh dear. That said, we talked to her and she's wanted for an arson, but she's basically here searching for information on her family. That's why she had the land record. She's looking for essentially her father's family. Right. Detective mode. Okay, let's see if we can find Miss Quinn for the next couple of minutes before it's time. She's probably in the library. Oh yeah, such a big gathering. But she's not in the library. She probably went up to her room. Oh, the cook's in the upper corridor. That's very interesting. I think there was a chess table up there. And the housekeeper is down there. I don't know what that symbol means. Just that she's by a table or something? Interesting. And I know nothing of the basement, courtyards. The groundskeeper is still outside. But I don't know Miss Quinn yet. But she appears to have left immediately upon me giving her the thing, and she didn't go to the library. Let's see if we can get information from the cook, then, about every time I go over the squeak, I look for a loose floorboard or something. Let's see, she should be... Now, I always get some of these things confused, because that's east, and I always think it's south or north. But actually, the Northwest Passage will be this way. I don't have all the master keys yet. Oh. Well, unexpected. I'm still surprised about that eavesdrop I had where I was crouched down behind a corner and then they just turns to look at me suddenly. I don't think it matters if I'm hidden. You really haven't seen her then, sir? Miss Dean? Oh. I'm so sorry, my dear, but truly I haven't. I do wish we'd had the time, but Miss Dean and I barely got the chance to speak. Mr. Coventry has a very overbearing voice. But, sir, that just isn't true. You were with her. I saw her. She was in your room. Good heavens, Miss Murphy. Where does this fixation with Miss Dean come from? It's going to get you into trouble one day. Maybe she invited her. But think, dear child, what if Mr. Varley could hear you now, talking about his guests this way? Mr. Coventry's still suspicious. You're right, sir. I'm sorry. Oh, it's hardly your fault, miss. Someone of Miss Dean's standing simply shouldn't be so careless with her fraternizations. So she made a friend. You and that bellboy seem to have the same stars in your eyes. At the very mention of her name. Ask them about her. By the way, tell me about Miss Dean. We're trying to talk with the priest. Interesting. This is what I came up here for, but I only have a couple of discussion topics. Trying to speak with the father. Is there something you hope to ask him? I didn't really expect her to tell me much about that. Okay, Miss Dean, Miss Dean, Miss Dean. Evelyn Dean. What do you think of Miss Dean? Oh, like she sees the world in a whole new way to us. It's made of these threads we'd never see, but she can. Magic just flows to her. She weaves it like we were nothing more than wool round a hook. Ah, that's what I've heard, at least, sir. Truth be told, I haven't seen her in a while. You think something happened to her? Oh, of course not. Nothing could get Miss Dean. Or it's like she got sick of. Oh, never mind. You sound quite familiar with her. Met her before? Oh no, we got talking is all. She's good like that. Doesn't look down on the staff. Okay, what else could I get from you about this? Try the, I mean, she seems to know stuff about magic. I hear tell she was personally invited to the manor. Was she? That makes me happy, and there's a better place for having her in it. Or she left, I mean. Except, I don't think it would have mattered to her whether she were invited or not. All that talent? I guess there's not a thing on this earth that'd make her feel worthwhile. I mean, I can ask everybody about everything. Reminds me a little bit of the dagger of Amun-Ra. But I've got limited time here. Badly written note? I can ask her about the note separately. Note lying about the hallways, miss, but I couldn't make out all the words. Like someone was trying to ask the father for help. Oh, just rubbish, sir. I'll dispose of it. Where did you say it was? Just stupid idea. Well, maybe I can ask him one question. Let's check on her mystery. It just added the note to it? Yeah, I need to investigate quarters. I got 1 minute. I can ask one question of Mr. Coventry. He's my number one suspicion at the moment. But there's no topic here about... By the way, the cook just said she was in your room. But perhaps I should just directly ask him about Miss Dean here. Have you met her? Not really. Every time I see her, she's exhausted. Suppose this is an important event for her. I can tell she's a big fish in this pond. I'm sure she'll find time for me. He is lying. And I have to let the hours tick over. I believe dinner's at 7 and the ball is at 9. By the way, the father's in the changing room. Set yourself a bunch of reminders. And now we've got Mrs. Joyce. Can I eavesdrop on them once I get far enough away? No, they're just both here. Well, what's your mystery? Because I've never looked at her. A lot of evidence for her, but again, I can't, she let slip an intention to sabotage. Yeah, rusty red stains, she wouldn't say anything about it. Then they left it handy for Mass on Sunday. Someone lost their Bible. There's a cleaning closet she works from. Or she could have left something in any of the main rooms. Wonderful. I cannot investigate her quarters until then. Analyzing her. She's got a cross of St. Bridget, but she absolutely would not work with voodoo, I think. Signed by Miss Darcy. Did not like how she's a big snooper. Where's Mr. O'Finn? He's got plenty of stuff going on. Hagen. Yep, that's right. He's got his own code of conduct. I've not gotten into his room yet either. He's the one I think might be able to help Thea, but I don't know how to find him because I do not have his timetable. At 6 p.m., he's still in the walled garden. Let's see where everyone is right now. Still in the drawing room. Yep, northwest corridor, Miss Joyce, and therefore likely also the person we're with. Miss Erickson's in the bar. Drawing room. Northwest corridor. So just the two people in the northwest corridor here, and then let's go sneak down to the changing room. Uh-oh. Somebody's in my room. I just got interrupted as I was moving. Okay, well, quick save for sure. Who's in my room? Okay. Well, I think we can expect a jump scare at some point, so ready yourselves. That That's not where they hid. No red eyes under the bed. I don't roll up the rug in this room. Yep, I think generic book is the thing that I have tried to look at the most that has just wasted time and not given me anything. So it was simply just, ooh, and that's all we got here? Did you draw our attention? Alright, I'll hide back here. See if they come out after a second. Nope. You're not hiding in my luggage, are you? Nope. Okay. There could be secret passages and stuff, and someone's sneaking around like that. But curious. Okay, that's the northwest, so there's the stairs. The stairs are on the eastern side, so we'll just make a little loop around to the left. This will take us to the eastern wing. Southeast is where the dining room and all that stuff is. So the cleaning closet is at entrance to the private manor hall. And this is where that tarnished cross was, and where we found, I think, her schedule. I've not looked at all the places. I even looked at the mop bucket. So now this is likely Walter's chair. I looked at this note. Where did I leave that Bible? Okay. And our hidden door. Through we go. Now we're in the gents changing side. And I never really got a chance to search the ladies' room without the priests present. I sort of got the inkling that Mr. Doyle was partnered with him. So now we should have... Okay, let's save here. Oh wait, no, that's the one I opened already before. And apparently these are all locked. Still haven't had... What?
Father Synod, are you lost? Yes, I seem to be. I thought this was a bathroom. Please excuse me while I find one.
All the doors leading to here are locked. So I've found him here. Oh, this door is open this time? Oh, no, that was just between the two. And now is he gone? I mean, maybe I can find the secret passage that he seems to think is in here. Let's just try a random locker to confirm that they're all actually locked. Yeah. I am not going to go one by one on there. Although one of them could be a secret hidden passage switch, you never know. So we know a few ways to open some mysterious doors. Just the fact of, how did you get in here? Because the actual door... Did I go through the corridor again? I did. Getting very turned around. Okay, let's just look at it this way. Are we... Oh, right, so it's this corridor is the one that's locked. You have to go back to the main one, because that goes to the locked bathrooms. Yeah, it's closed for winter. We can't go that way. He's trying to go to the catacombs, which the wall he's at shouldn't lead anywhere. And this side, so if we're going catacombs, we'd want to go down. Okay, the secret hamper? Nope. Secret hamper. Obvious things on the walls. Or above the ceiling. That reminds me of that time in Blueprints I saw the secret passage through the wall because of the lights. but I'm surprisingly not finding what I was looking for here. And he says nothing. So yeah, I found him there, but there's nothing I need. How did you get here then? He should really have to try to explain that. Okay, where's Mr. Doyle then? Actually, quite disappointing. He's not in the bar anymore. Okay, timetable. I'm not going to have Simon's timetable. Crap. Don't want to waste time with superfluous stuff. Towel is not going to be a secret passage. But I want to know everything, and he's just not helping. Maybe I can... He already refused to help with exorcism. He just doesn't want to talk to me at all right now. Oh, we haven't looked at his mystery at all yet. He has an unusual cross, and Bible, and scarring. Right. I have his sequence, whatever that means. Oh boy, so much stuff going on here. Okay. So if I could talk to him, I could talk to him about some interesting things. So yeah, Mr. Doyle, basically a secret agent sent here. The Gnostic Bibles. Oh yeah, what are those strange symbols? It's got to be the combination to something that I just haven't seen yet. He's got the that same variation on the Celtic cross. Of different perspective on angels. Okay, the Gnostic entity, and one is trapped here at the Manor. What this is, but the Gnostics think we need to be freed from it, and I don't know who the other one is, eh? Okay, this is somewhat maddening that he won't talk to me. I guess I need to get out of here and find someone else to talk to. That's quite a letdown. He might have been wrong about which changing room. Let's take a quick look around the floors of the gents' changing room. Don't have the keys to any of those. There. Now searching another hamper. Yeah, if there was anything I was going to open, I would expect to find sigils on the wall for it. I mean, I'd be surprised if that was the passage he was looking for, but I guess time for us to go. General goods. Okay. Well, speaking of time for us to go, getting close to time here. I was really hoping to get something special from the priest there to wrap out the episode, but he was utterly disappointing. So yeah, he's there. Maybe I can keep an eye and see if anyone else pops in over there. But until then, I need to figure out what I want to explore next. Perhaps it's research time. Oh well, we will have to get to that in the next episode. So, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.